Hello and welcome to sunny Spain. I'm Sarah Rippon and we're taking a deep dive into the world of dressage. We're spending a day with Spanish star Juan Matute Guimon. Juan?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. What have we got in here?
This is our small tack room that we've got for the competition of this weekend.
It seems very organized.
It's a bit at the moment a bit hectic because we must get on in about 15 minutes. So
Fine. So what are you doing now? Tell me what you're doing.
I will begin warming up, stretching, and getting my focus on to get me in the mood, to get me in the mindset.
Music,
Focus.
What are we listening to?
A little bit of all, perhaps a bit of house music, a little bit of old classics, a little bit of, I leave it on shuffle. I can...
Whatever comes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Amor, te quiero, te quiero, te quiero. A los ojos.
Can you tell me a little bit about this first horse you're riding?
Yes, of course. He's a 6-year-old by Zoom, and he's a horse with a lot of charm. He's got a lot of personality. He can be a bit explosive, but he has got such a nice character that it makes me really emotional to be showing with him, and he gives special feelings. And I have got my target set up high because we're chasing the goal of competing at the Spanish Championships, which is in just a couple of short weeks. Yeah.
And do you do anything differently with different horses, or do you kind of keep your preparation very much the same?
Every horse is different.
Yeah.
It's like a human being, you know? Everyone has a different take, and a different sensitivity, different angle of training that we must think about, you know? Humans are as well, the same thing. I'm very much influenced by the melodies, by the music, by the songs. I'm all the time, Sarah, thinking about some songs, I'm thinking about lyrics, all the time. It's all the time in my head.
So you say he's personality. What kind of music do you think for him? Is he a rock star? What do you think?
He's got character. Yeah. He's got charm. He's got that special
X factor.
X factor. That's right. I'll get on my jacket and continue.
Great.
Recording communication device.
Yeah.
To speak with my coach.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't yell at me.
Yeah, does he yell at you? All the time?
All the time.
Do you have any little superstitious touches you have during the day?
Not superstitious touches, but I have habits, you know, that I'd like to not miss out on, or I have not habits, you know, competition habits, methods. I like to not forget or to not miss out on. But superstition, no. I'm a firm believer in God, and this is all that really matters. Dime, Asun.
Now, I've just spotted Juan's coach, who's also his father, Juan Matute Sr. So let's just go and have a little chat with him. Juan, Sarah, lovely to meet you.
Good morning.
What's it like training your son as a 3-time Olympic rider? You're a great team. Tell me a little bit about how that works.
It's a great experience, not always easy, you know, because the line to be some moments in the training to be that or to be the boss is not always easy. But we handle very well, and it's our passion, and we grow as a family like this, and we really enjoy it.
And is there any difference between how you train now and how you trained as an Olympic rider? Are there any changes?
No, because the goal in the end is the same. Our goal is always to achieve the big dream, to be at the Olympics.
So, in working as a family team, you must be so proud of your son, especially after everything he's been through.
Yeah, that was amazing, and he teach us how it's important to believe in your dreams. And then he was a big survivor. I know he needs to work hard every day. He continue with the physio to be, healthy and well balanced in the body, what is so important for riding. But it's very impressive his body and the strength in his mind to really achieve his goals. It was really unbelievable for everybody, not only for my family, for many people around. When sometimes dressage, always we complain about this, about that, and then we are like that. And then when we thought what in the past happens to him, you know what, it's nothing.
So we move forward. Well, brilliant.
Exactly.
Well, thank you
Move
so
forward.
much.
Padre, te quiero. Y hacerte orgulloso es mi mayor objetivo. Y lo sabes. Sí.
So, Juan, how do you feel like that went?
It went quite all right, I would say. We made a couple of mistakes in the flying changes, but overall I was quite pleased with his expression, with his attitude in the ring with me. He's a competitor, he's an athlete, and he knows it.
He's sensitive.
Yes.
He's like a sports car.
Oh, yes, he is. He's like a Porsche 911, a 911, better said. And we just need to work on his temperament and on his patience, because he's got to be waiting for the rider's command,
Yeah, I just had a quick chat with your father. How do you find it your side? It's with your dad. How's that?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think there's magic, when there's a good communication between the people, and because he's my father, as you say, we have a very good relationship, and he's my commander. He fulfills a lot of roles. So I believe it's a bit also difficult on my side because I don't want to let him down. I don't want to disappoint.
Talk about pressure. Do you feel the pressure of your father? He's a 3-time Olympic rider. Are you following in his footsteps? What are your goals?
My big dream is to make it to the Olympic Games, to inherit my father's flag, my father's Olympic badge. And this, of course, comes at a cost. It comes at the cost of pressure, of being strict on my riding, on my training, and on my preparations for each competition. And my father, in this way, he's like a white shark. He does not let go of one single mistake. He does not let go of one little hiccup.
What are we doing next?
I'm going to be getting ready for Alquimistas. Hey, Paloma, how are you? Hello. And this is Sarah.
Hi,
Paloma.
Paloma. So nice to meet you.
Yes.
Right, come on, tell me.
She's like my
Tell me
girlfriend.
a bit about Juan and Paloma.
Okay, we met a year ago. Actually, we began dating a year ago, and she's my biggest supporter. Even though she does not ride,
Yeah.
Soy la fan número 1.
she's my number one fan, as she just now said. And she became a big judge for me. She does all the big comments, all the big videos, of course, for the social media. And she's my biggest support. And she follows me, wherever I go. And I think she's
Bueno, yo
she's a charm.
hasta hace nada no conocía nada del mundo de la hípica y vamos ahora, no puedo ser más fan.
She just said that because she did not know too much about the equestrian world, she did not know too much about the sport, just until about a year ago, and now she's the biggest supporter. The expert.
Yes, now yes.
That's right. I believe I will be getting ready for my next horse, my next competition partner. I will be changing my shirt. I will be getting on in about half an hour.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So you must go.
I must go.
Brilliant.
Alrighty,
Good
ladies.
luck again.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Well, now Juan's gone, tell me a little bit about his singing and music, because we've already heard him singing. Tell me about this.
Well, Juan is so Juan loves music. Juan listens to music every moment, and when he's happy, he sings. But he don't import where he is. He sings in a restaurant, in a shopping center, he's un poco loco. But if Juan is happy, every people knows that he is happy because he's sing and high sing.
And most happy when he's on the back of a horse. Well, let's go and watch him on his next horse. Come with me. Well, it's been absolutely fascinating following Juan, his family, his team around him, and I don't think I've met quite such a positive rider. He's on a break, so let's go and find out a little bit more. Juan, I've got you sitting down for 5 minutes. Competition's over?
It's finished, for me at least, on my side.
Yeah, and you're pleased with today?
I'm quite happy, quite happy.
Yeah, and how important's winning in your sort of career? I know that sounds like a stupid question, but do you learn more from winning or losing? How important is winning towards your goals?
It's important, of course, to get the motivation, to get the excitement of a victory. But I believe that the losses are more important because they are the ones that teach you the most.
And talking about getting further, your career, you're a rising star. And with that comes social media and your rise on the online presence. Tell us a little bit, do you feel pressure from that or do you embrace it? How is that? Do you enjoy it?
I take it in. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I like all the exposure that I get. I like the social media aspect. I'm a very social guy, even though I'm quite introverted in certain ways or in certain areas of myself. But I like people. I like the human contact. I like saying hello to everyone with a smile on my face. I'm a happy man. I'm a thankful and a happy guy.
You're definitely a happy man. And talking about people, students, you do a bit of teaching, a bit of coaching like your dad.
Yes.
So tell me a bit about how does that sort of feature in your world?
Okay, I'm an athlete. First of all, I'm a competitor, but I of course as well have my professional side, and I'm not a coach, but I'm a fellow rider that can help others achieve their goals in the ring, and I have a few students that I coach. It's a challenge, but I like it. I embrace it.
Sort of paying it forward.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, do we have to go and teach a student now?
I believe so.
Should we go?
Yes, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, está bien. Okay. Remember, focus on the exercises that we were speaking about, the pirouettes, keeping them round in the frame, and ride from your seat.
Guys, well done. We've been watching you competing today. How's the day gone for you?
I thought it was a fantastic day today. Super happy with the attitude of my horse and can't wait for our next show and keep learning and keep improving.
And we've been watching you guys being coached by Juan Sr. and riding alongside Juan Jr. What's that like? You know, you've got two Juans, two for the price of one.
They're both great riders and the knowledge that they have is so profound, and they're really passionate and loving with the horses, so you can really see how dedicated that they are for that the horse improve and as well as rider.
Yeah, there's always an improvement, so day by day you see your horse better, and that's amazing. That's a feeling that I can't describe. It's amazing.
Thank you so much for letting us follow you today, and there's the positive vibes running through more Team Matute. You can't get better than that.
Sarah, come on, let's go, hop in. We're going back to the barn.
Perfect.
Good. All right, should we wave?
Home, James. Don't spare the horses, is what they say in England.
Okay, okay. A typical day at the Matute office.
Yeah, busy.
Busy days, many horses. That's the thing about having a big team.
Yeah.
And even though I believe we have a small boutique, we don't have a large infrastructure. We have a total of 12, 13 horses max. And still, it takes a village. It takes so many professionals, farriers, dentists, veterinarians, grooms, home riders. It takes a village.
And how much are you on the road?
Usually quite often. With the team that we've got, we're constantly on the move. But this is the life.
The 5th of May 2020. That started as a normal day at home. And then what happened?
Who knew that that day could have been the last of my life? I was riding the last horse of the day, and I gave him a walk break. I was finishing with his training, and then I started fainting. I started losing my sight. I could not see very far away from me. Thankfully, thank God that my father was ringside, and who knew that I was between life and death. I got off my horse, I sat on the ground, and I was wanting to puke. I was really feeling terrible, nauseous, and all that I remember is that I yelled, "My head!" out. I do not remember anything else.
And then how long were you in hospital for?
So I was airlifted to the first hospital.
You were in a coma?
I was in a coma, induced coma.
Yeah. So how long were you in a coma?
22 days. That
Do you
who knew?
remember anything
Who
in
knew?
the hospital about
Of
being
course.
in a coma?
And all for this brain bleed that I had. I remember that I kept getting visits. People were visiting me, friends, family members, telling me I was going to be all right. Everything was going to go on just fine, that I'm a strong man, that I've got a light in me that needs to keep shining, needs to keep being in this world.
But you did recover.
And
you were in a coma for over 20 days.
Yeah.
What was the time span between then getting back on a horse?
Was 3 months after it all happened.
Wow.
But you can imagine that the first month I was back home, I could not barely move my right side of the body.
Tell us about how horses then have basically helped or been part of your recovery.
That's right. They have played a giant role in my recovery, especially the psychological aspect. Of course, the physical as well, because I had to relearn how to move my body.
But you found yourself again.
Yeah.
And you found yourself with Quantico, who was particularly special.
Yes.
And then the magic happened, because then you got this big result, didn't you?
That's
Munich.
precisely it. Munich. That was our first victory.
How?
Effort, hard work, perseverance, patience, also being aware that it's always a work in process. I'm still working on myself even today. And it's work, as I say, training and surrounding yourself by the right people, the right team, the right partners that elevate you, that lift you. It was a very special victory, because I believe that was the first victory that I had that year. And to win in Munich, 4-star, it was shocking. Yeah, big triumph. Okay. Come on out. All right, welcome. Welcome to the Matute Jewelry Diamond Champion Producing Factory. This is the champion, Quantico.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the partner.
A privilege to meet your partner in crime.
Absolutely.
And what's he doing now?
Just living his best life, enjoying his retirement, enjoying a couple of days of training at home in the ring, and then also hacks, goes out on the paddock, is living his best life.
Living the good life.
Oh, yes, he is.
So where are we going next?
So this horse is in my history book.
Yeah.
And now I'll be showing you the next champion that I've got in my team that is
the future
competing next week at the final of the PSCJ.
Wow.
PSTJ.
A very different type
Sort
of
of.
animal.
Oh, for sure. Different structure, different build-up. Quite tall, actually, if you may compare to how Quantico's height was. And he's, young, only 5 years old, but he's in training with us since last year. And he was actually the world champion of the PRE's horses last October.
And the personality of this horse?
He's a showman, I believe, as well. He can be proud, he can be at times also explosive, quite sensitive, but he has a giant heart. He is, although he's very, very big and very tall, he's very cuddly, very tiny. Yeah.
The future.
Oh yes, he for sure has got a bright future ahead of him if he continues down the path that we are paving now. Yeah, paving. Good. Okay, I will be getting on him.
Well, it's been an incredible day meeting a fascinating and really special family, Team Matute, with one man, Juan Matute Guimon Jr., who just beams positivity and amazing vibes with these two lives, the one before and the one after. But what we do know with this barn full of promising horses is that the future really is bright. Juan, it's time to say goodbye.
Okay. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
coming to see me in Madrid. It was a pleasure to meet you, Sarah, and I look forward to next time we see each other again, hopefully at the competitions. And it was a thrill to have you at the day in the life of Juan Matute Guimon with my buddies at the competition and in my barn.
Thank you so much for inviting us into your world for a day. And
Thank
best
you.
of luck for Team Matute.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll leave you now with our singing Spanish dressage rider, Juan Matute Guimon. Bye for now.
Oh, 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 no dejes de soñar.